like closed for fucking what?
Yeah.
But all right, but all right. So I'm at a screen. I've got a clock.
Okay, I just pressed start playing.
Oh,
I
okay.
wasn't sure. So today you and your friend received 2 strange packages, each contain an old clock. Alright. Oh, what kind of clock do you have?
Mine is like an old digital clock.
Okay, yeah, mine too is a thing.
It
I
displays.
have a note.
It displays today's date, actually.
This clock is part of a game, a gift I made for my sister to have a fighting chance. Oh, fuck you. Play with a friend and tell each other what you
Mine
see.
says, "Dear Player 2, I sent one clock to you and one to your friend. If you want to play a game, look into the past together. Remember to wind the clocks up."
Wind the clocks up. Okay. Yeah, mine says, Dear Player 1, this clock is part of a game. Gift I made to my sister to have a fighting chance. Play with a friend, tell each other what you read and see. If you find my sister, tell her I miss her. Signed, Amelie. A-M-A-L-I-E. Actually, okay. So you can actually scroll down. So I actually have 3 paper clips kind of on my desk. I have the Friday 2/5/2021.
2-5?
Mine, or 3/5. I'm sorry.
I was like, has the puzzle begun?
An eraser. I think it has.
Mine has. I have an eraser on the left and a single
same.
paper clip, maybe with a second one off screen.
Okay, I have 3 paper clips on the right. They are on screen.
And then I have a box. Like I scroll down, it's a box with a postage mark from Denmark.
Yep, 109765890.
Exactly.
Alright. And then I have it looks like a newspaper clipping I haven't opened yet, and a pocket watch with Amelie 1915 dash no end date.
Mine is marked, I'm going to pronounce this wrong, but it looks like Lerk. It's an AE combination letter.
Oh.
So I don't know how that's pronounced, but Lerk. It's 1917 to 1937, and I as well have part of the newspaper clipping, but the headline cut off.
Okay, my headline says another disappearance STRI.
And mine
stop.
ends X, our village.
Okay, and then mine has a picture of Raven's clocks, RAVN''S clocks, which I assume ties into our pocket watches. And I have a clip of text. Do you have any text on yours?
I do, yes. It's probably the second half.
Okay, mine doesn't look like it cuts off. Well, it's probably a different sentence. So mine's author Mark D. Hansen, Hillbeck Press, the youngest member of the renowned clockmakers family, Lark, was reported missing yesterday. Her sister, Amelie, told us she had last seen her at 10:30. Okay, that's gotta be important.
And mine continues. Understandably distressed, she later corrected her statement and said it must have been an hour and a half later, so 12 o'clock.
That would be 11:30.
Oh, did you
say
an
hour and a half?
Yeah, you said 10:30?
Oh, yeah, 10:30. Sorry, I thought you said an hour, but I was looking for
an hour and a half later. Then it says contact. If you have seen or heard anything unusual, please contact the police. I'm going to set myself real quick to push to talk because hitting control seems to actually fuck with the game. Alright, there we go. Alright, I'm now set to voice activity.
Okay, perfect. So I was able to click and drag open my pocket watch.
Just before we get to the pocket watch thing, just because I want to be comprehensive, my clipping also has a date on it, the date of the article, which is Tuesday. It is Tuesday, March 14th, 1937. So the year that Lerk passed, it looks like.
You said 1947?
37.
37.
Which is the same year as the end date on the pocket watch I have.
Okay. And mine says not dead. It's 1915 to no end date for me. Okay. So when I open my pocket watch, the time is at just shy of 6:15. I am able to turn my dial at the top, but it doesn't seem to do anything in particular.
I have opened my watch as well, and mine is at 7 o'clock sharp.
Okay. What if we set it to a certain... Okay, I set mine to 12 o'clock and I spun the dial and it brought me into a black hole. And it says Chapter 1, this is a copy I made of the world that Lark and I used to know. So I dragged around the hands and they went to 12 o'clock and then I spun the dial. Did that work for you?
I'm spinning mine, and it's allowing me to spin the wheels. Maybe if I set it to midnight and then spin?
That's what I did. I set it to midnight and then I spun the top.
Why 12? Oh, that's right, because that's when they that's when they disappeared. Right. I'm already getting bad at this. Alright, so mine says Chapter 1. Lark went missing in 1937, but it all started years before.
Oh, yours says different than mine. It says this is a copy of the world that Lark and I used to know. 2021. Oh, it's diving back in time now. 1927.
Same as me.
Alright, midnight.
The clock has struck midnight. Would you like to describe what you see first, or should I go first?
You can go first. I did first last time.
So mine seems to be a bus stop. There's a bench and what seems to be a strange device. It looks like some sort of... Imagine a jukebox, but instead of where the records would be, it's a grid. That is 3, 6, 8 by... An 8 by 6 grid of rectangles. There's a clock that has struck 12, and there's what seems to be train tracks in the distance. And before that, there was a white raven that flew away and is now flying around in the background.
I do not see a... Ooh, you can drag and rotate.
Ah. See, I hope this isn't a secret horror game, because I already feel scared.
Yeah, got it. Okay, so I'm gonna just... Before we rotate on, I do have, I think, the same bus stop as you. And when I click on the jukebox, it is 6 tall by 8 wide. Mine has 4 buttons. It's a left, a missing right, a reset, an up, and a down.
That is the same as me.
Okay, and then I see a train picture in the bottom left corner.
As do I.
Okay, so I'm gonna rotate around, and it just brings me 100. Ooh, okay. I have 4 rotations. So tell me which way you want to go first.
All right. Let's go to the screen left first.
Okay, so drag right.
Or yes, drag to the right.
Drag to the right. Okay. So at this one, I see a building called Raven's Clocks. This matches the picture that was in the newspaper clipping. There's some white flowers kind of in the foreground with gears scattered about, pine trees. I can click on the door, and there's a sign that says opening hours 3 to 9.
All of that matches exactly with what I see.
I'm wondering if we can change the time on the clock, and it changes the time of day. I'm curious. Alright, so do you see anything else? Oh, when the screen rotates, the gears rotate.
Yes, so they do. Outside of the cawing of the raven and the dinging...
I have no raven.
Yeah, all I hear is like the fluttering and the caws of the ravens, other than the creaks of the trees.
Okay, rotate one more, and then you go on this one.
Alright, on this scene, it's a path that leads to a well in the center of the woods that is lit on either side by lanterns. The path is rather decrepit, but seems to be rectangular stones leading forward. Clicking on the lanterns does nothing. Clicking on the well draws us further into the woods, and I've now climbed down a set of steps and seem to be inside the well itself.
Okay, I too am in the well. Everything matched up. Do you see a box with 9 different tags on them.
Like, have you scrolled down
Like
at all? Or are you at the
lock.
top of the well?
Yeah, I scrolled all the way down. I'm down the ladder. And I have a lockbox here with a lever.
I as well have a lockbox with a letter. 6 images, and
Yep.
but only 3 buttons.
Right. 3 buttons and kind of 3 studs.
That's correct.
Offset triangles. So buttons are top left, bottom middle, top right is one kind of triangle, and then studs are bottom left, top middle, bottom right.
Mine are the inverse, where my buttons are bottom left, top center, bottom right.
Okay, okay. Pulling the handle right now does nothing.
Pulling the lever does nothing.
Okay. Button changes picture.
That is correct. It changes it. It changes it through a few different images, either an empty or a filled triangle, an empty or a filled circle, or an empty or a filled square.
Right. So
And
I guess as we have to match each other's. The question is, do you want to do this, or do you want to explore the other scene before proceeding?
And I
To make sure we know if anything changes.
So let's see. So I can't. Oh, we'd be able to tell each other what our stud images are. That's correct.
Correct. Right.
We can do this while we're here.
Okay.
Or actually, you know what? We don't want to miss if something changes.
Right. That's what. So that's what
Okay.
I was thinking. Is we can come back. We now know what this is. We think we know the solution.
All right. I will now exit the well, which now bears the white raven on top.
Ooh, very neat. It's a nice touch. No white raven here.
All right. Another scroll to the.
Yep. And this will bring us to our final scene, where we have another path kind of meandering through a clearing in the forest. You have a house with kind of like an L-shaped gable roof where you're looking at the front of it, but there's no door. I assume the door is on the side. Pretty steep pitch. Mine is lit. I don't know if lights are on in your house.
That does match up with what I see.
Okay. If I click on the house, it brings us in, and there is a train wheel on the left with arrows rotating, like on the center. They indicate rotate clockwise. It looks like kind of a model train, and there's a unlit light bulb on the right.
Ah.
Clicked the light, it turned on, and a white moth flew, and it says, Blair Cope, like present it 3 clockwise, anti-clockwise, then turn clockwise and not go.
Ah. So this, I have an entirely different scene when I enter the house. Mine is zoomed in on the corner of the floor. So you see floorboards, you see the molding, and then the wall. Cast on the shadow on the left is an empty bird cage, but the main focus of the room is what seems to be a small music box. A wooden top, hinged on the back, with what almost looks like, imagine wallpaper, red and white stripes, with a crank. The crank has a small lip, or a small offset, that seems to, when turned, cause a small metal latch to rise and fall. Giving it a little bit of a spin, not enough to go a full revelation, the first time made a musical chime play. But I did not complete a rotation.
Okay.
So I imagine this again correlates to what you see. Or I should say, this correlates puzzle-wise, because the rotations, and here I am with a crank to rotate.
Right. Well, and my wheel can rotate, but it can only rotate in... Ooh. Okay, I rotated the wheel around once, and it puffed out steam and filled in word. So
Right,
I think I'm going to do this.
I'm going to crank my wheel once.
Okay.
Alright, so as expected, mine does nothing more than play a tune as turned. While it turns, so it plays a melody. But there is, like I said, every time it completes a rotation, the small knot, or the small pommel sticking out, will strike the latch, causing it to rise and then fall, which seems to be some sort of locking mechanism. So give me the rotation pattern that is displayed for you, and I'll try it with the box.
So here's the rotation pattern for me, and I think it has to be for you because I cannot go anti-clockwise.
Well, here, let me exit the scene just to reset my box, just in case that's a thing I have to do.
Okay. Yeah, my train is now full running. I spun the wheel again, and it's like, oh, I'm going.
Yeah, I don't know if I should spin the box a whole bunch. Let me give that a try real quick.
I have, because I have the directions. I think your box is supposed to be turned. It's like almost like a lock.
Yeah, I think that matches up perfectly. So I will exit the house, then return.
Okay.
All right, let's.
Let me know when you're ready.
I am ready.
All right, so turn it counterclockwise 3 times.
Counterclockwise 3 times. 1, 2, 3.
Okay. Now do clockwise twice.
1, 2.
All right.
Oh shit! It actually, for the first time, it showed a little bit of momentum and actually like swung back the other way.
Oh no. Okay.
So here, I'll try. Let's see if it worked.
Counterclockwise twice, and then keep turning clockwise. And it says and do not let go. If you let go, you fuck it.
Oh, okay. So I let go.
So you gotta. Yeah. Okay. So maybe you can a reset now automatically. Yeah. All right. So let's do that again. So counterclockwise 3 times.
All right. Counterclockwise 3 times.
Yep.
1, 2, 3.
Clockwise twice.
1, 2.
Counterclockwise twice.
1, 2.
And then turn it clockwise until it does something. It says just keep turning clockwise.
Oh, Jesus!
Jump scare?
Oh, fuck me!
The bird?
Oh, God. A clown popped out.
Oh man, I'm assuming. Okay, yeah, you didn't. It says, I hope you like your present. Well, now we know why Lark died.
God. He had a fucking heart attack. Oh, Jesus.
She just buried him under the house. Put him on the train tracks.
Oh my God. Okay, well, thanks.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
Alright, so as a reward, other than a pulmonary, I've received what seems to be a torn ticket with a number, which is 00067, but then it has a grid pattern that I can only assume matches the grid we saw at the train or at the bus stop, and it has the beginnings of a pattern that it seems something moves through the grids.
Okay.
And that seems to be up, so 1, 2 up, 1, 2, 3 to the right.
Wait, sorry. It starts at the bottom, okay, and then 2 up.
So yeah, so picture like if you're sliding a piece on a chessboard is how I'm doing it. So
yeah,
1,
I've already
2.
drawn the grid. I'm trying to path out.
Ah, okay. So yeah, so it starts at the bottom left where the train was, and then it goes up 1, 2, so it stops on the 3rd box up.
Yep.
And then goes over 1, 2, 3, and so it stops on the 4th box, and then goes down again 1, 2. So it returns to the same bottom level, and is on the 4th block, and then it goes to the right, but the ticket is torn, and I can't see anything else after that.
Okay. Perfect. Yeah, I have a grid paper out because I'm a nerd.
No, that's fair.
Grid
paper is perfect for puzzles. I should have a notepad, actually.
Yeah, I've been just writing down spare notes. Mostly the stuff you say, because it's harder for me to remember it, just from the words.
Alright,
okay.
So I assume we're done with this scene, then.
Yeah, I'd say let's return to the well. What do you think?
I think that's fair. Perhaps the other piece of the...
That's exactly what I was thinking.
See,
do you have a lever?
On what, in the well?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I'd like to point out that now after being jump scared, the wood seems that much creakier and scarier.
Nice.
Oh God! I mean, you heard the noise I made.
Mm-hmm. I didn't hear the jack-o'-lantern or the box, but I did hear the.
Jesus.
Man, maybe I should stream. I saw it says machine is live. Maybe I should have jumped on live stream.
All right, so
You know what? Maybe I will.
No, that's fair.
Let me launch it up.
If
Try
you
out
want,
OSP Studio.
if you want, you can check my stream and tell me if you can hear me too.
Yeah, I will, and then maybe I'll have you do the same.
I'll scroll up. I'll scroll up a bit so you can't see any puzzle elements.
I'm actually about to go out.
It'll give me a chance for my fucking heart to calm down. Oh my god. That scared me so fucking bad. The only problem I have with this game so far is there is not a windowed full screen mode.
There is a windowed. Oh, there's a windowed mode.
There is a windowed mode.
Got it.
And I am personally not a fan of not windowed full screen.
Okay.
It's the perfect way to play a game because you can just tab out kind of quick. Oh, my goodness. My poor delicate heart. First you make me cry, then you jump scare me.
I mean, but it's because I love you. You know?
I have felt extreme emotions.
Good. That's what love does to you. I'm actually gonna go grab an actual drink. This 1 second.
Oh my goodness. That scared me so bad. Alright, what are we looking at here?
I'm not gonna say you deserved the scare, but you kind of had it coming.
I really was tempting fate, I guess. What can I say? It got me really good. I mean, I know that was the whole point, and I was sitting there like kind of like half clenched, but not enough apparently.
Alright, I am at the bottom of the well.
Alright, so should I give what images are studs for me, which are your button?
Let me see. Who's top? I'm top left, so let's do me first on this one. So what is the top? We can maybe go across the rows. So what is top left for you?
That's perfect. So the top left is a black triangle.
Black triangle, check. Okay, top middle, my stud, is going to be an open circle.
All right. Top right is an open triangle.
Open triangle. Check. All right.
Oh.
Bottom left. Open square.
All right. Bottom center is, for me, another open square.
Okay. Nobody ever would have guessed that.
I know, that's how they throw you off. Now I'm already doubting it. Like,
yeah,
did I mess up somehow?
No, you totally did. Or, man. All right.
We're fucked.
Bottom right, closed circle. And let me know when you're ready to pull the handle. I'll pull the handle.
I'm ready whenever you are.
All right. 3, 2, 1, pull it in. Oh, got it open instantly. Slide to left. Ooh, I found the button. Right button for our what I believe is train.
I did as well.
Cool. All right. I'm scrolling back up.